hello! So the Gobbler Dragon has come to DML as the new Dragon of the Week. So this guy is an epic with the wind, earth and water elements. So he's okay as an early game starter dragon, but he has a really low attack with a base of 60. So to breed this gobbledygook, you need to breed together a Venom plus Mud dragon. And so there are up to 10 other possible outcomes, giving you around about a 5% chance to breed the Gobbler. And the breeding time for the Gobbler Dragon is 14 hours normally, reduced to 11 hours and 12 minutes with VIP active. And unfortunately there is a shared breeding time this week with the Rust Dragon, so that's going to make breeding him a little bit more tedious. And on top of that, if you have the Panda and Avocado Dragons unlocked as breeding token dragons, there will also be the chance to breed those as well. So the Gobbler is probably going to be quite a tough little guy to breed. So I would recommend that you level up your Venom and Mud Dragons to around about level 15 if you want to increase your odds ever so slightly, but considering that half of the outcomes have breeding times of 12 hours plus, you're going to have to be patient and keep trying. So best of luck to all of us, and let me know if you manage to get him, because I am obviously trying to breed him myself as well, because, you know, he's never been breedable before, he's a cool dragon, so, you know, good luck to everyone. And on top of the Gobbler coming as the Dragon of the Week, we have also had the upcoming event schedule released by Andrus, so thank you for that. And so this gives us information on a new Clan Siege event, a new Crowded Nursery event, a new Hug Them All, air quotes, event, whatever the heck that is, a Dinner Time event, a Farming Fanatic event with the Palm Dragon, and obviously the Gobbler, like we just went through. So there's been a lot of questions about this Hug Them All event. People are saying, is this going to involve petting dragons? Is this going to involve something to do with clan stuff because it's got the card packs? At this point, nobody knows, but hopefully they do actually give us a little bit more info, because I mean, it's coming out today apparently. And if we don't have info on it now, I'm imagining that maybe it's going to come out in the next 3 hours after the arrival of Freya and the Brave Bones stuff's finished. I actually have no idea. But, I mean, for anyone that was going for Freya, you don't have much time left now, so you would have to be hatching her within the next 3 hours, or at least the other Divines to unlock her. So it is official that the Divine event as a whole is coming to a close in a few hours' time. So, you know, even though it feels like the Divine event hasn't been going on for a good while now, obviously the Freya stuff and the Brave Bones is classed as part of it all. So, hey. But I want to see something new for the next Divine event. Just throwing it out there. I want to see something different, because we had the Egyptian event and now we've had this Norse event. But they were basically exactly the same thing, just with very slight alterations to the chests, because they give divine pieces now. But I want something a little bit more different. Because I don't know, I just get sick of the same formula when it keeps coming. And plus, when you've got the dragons that are only available in the RNG chest, it does leave a sour taste in the mouth of a lot of people, just to begin with. But oh well. Oh well. I think instead of worrying about that, what other things do we have to worry about in DML? We have to enchant Joko still. We've still got heroic mode to finish. We have this crone dragon in the dungeon that we're trying to do for now. And now we have that new Hug Them All event. So if they're going to try something new with that, I guess we'll see what the gist is. Because I'm thinking, with this Hug Them All event, is it something actually cool, or is it like, hey, if you spend money you can participate in these special card packs? I don't know, but oh well. But I didn't see any information posted about it anywhere. I saw that there was a thread about the week, like the actual schedule posted, but there was nothing actually said regarding the event, and everyone was like, what's this about? What's happening? But I don't believe that Gameloft have given a response quite yet. So now we wait for the next major events, air quotes, to get announced and see what the deal is with those as well. Because now that we've got Norse events down as well, a lot of people have been saying, well, what's the next Divine event going to be? Not that I want one very soon, because I think having a few months break wouldn't even be that bad for everyone. But again, I think something like Indian themed, a Japanese themed event, for example, I think that'd be pretty cool. There's a lot of different places that you could go to. So, Crone, are you here? Hello? Oh! Oh, baby! Wow, I was not expecting that. Maybe the whisper. You know, hey little mama, gonna whisper in your ear. I've got a crone dragon right here. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, I mean, I already have a crone dragon, so if I could donate this to someone else, I would. But hey, not too shabby-wabby. So the chances of that obviously aren't too high, and I'm used to completely missing dungeon dragons in the dungeon. But hey, that is not too shabby. So I can't really put her into the hatchery quite yet. The assassin dragon, there's a weird interaction with him, so I'm not going to mess around with that yet. But, okay. I was going to say, we didn't get lucky with the gobbler dragon quite yet, but I will take the dungeon dragon any day. The problem is, when I clicked to claim that, there was like no confirmation screen, so it didn't feel like anything had happened, if you know what I mean. It was just like, hey, you got a crone dragon. But there was no, like, confirmation or, like, congratulations noise. Because normally when you get a new dragon, it brings up, like, you got a new dragon. But not there. So I think it'd be really easy to just miss that. Say if you're, like, tired and just, like, sleepy. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do the dungeon. And then you go and open it, you get the crone, but then you don't even realize. I can definitely predict a lot of people doing that. Genuinely, I can. But, you know, did you manage to get the crone dragon yet? Even if you already have it. If you've been doing the dungeon, did you manage to get another one? Because even if you don't want to use it for, like, the actual codex collection, don't forget you can always use it as ascension fodder. Or you can just keep it as a duplicate because it is a limited time dragon. So if you wanted to keep a second one, why the heck not, right? Why the heck not? That was a pretty successful little bit of time in DML, I would say. I'm used to just coming into DML, not breeding anything, not unlocking anything, just doing enchantment fights, leaving, coming back again, and normally it's a pretty depressing slope of things. It just feels like nothing happened, but hey. That's all good to me. It feels like it's been a few days since I've played DML as well, because instead of just hard grinding the game and having to do all sorts of different events, I have been playing a lot of other stuff. So to be honest with you, I almost feel like I'm out of practice with DML. Like occasionally I'm like, oh, where's the screen I need to click on? It's a very surreal experience. Because when you just stuck in DML during event times where you have to be logging in like every couple of hours, it really does mess with your brain. It really does. At least mine. I'm happy though, because I don't feel burnt out on DML like sometimes I tend to. Like a lot of people. I think if you play DML too much and like just do the grinding and focus on the grinding too much, I think it really is easy to just get completely burnt out and just be like, ugh, do I have to do that? Do I have to do my enchantment fights? Really? It just feels like a massive slog. But I think this is one of those games that really does benefit if you just, you know, take a small break, come back in like a day's time. You just don't look at the dragons for a little while and then come back. Like, I know that the intention of the game is to drag you in for as long as possible, but when you get to the stage that I'm at, when there's, to be honest, not a whole lot going on most of the time, I do prefer it when there's less going on compared to when there's, like, tons of divine events and such, by the way. But even then, I think just too much DML ain't good for the soul. It's like anything, really. It's like if you only ate bananas, you would eventually die. If you only drank milkshakes and that was your only form of sustenance, it would not be good for you. If you sat there and played Roblox for 16 hours a day, that would definitely not be good for you, and I would probably question your mental state. But the point is, anything you do, do it in moderation, and then when you come back, it's gonna taste or feel better than ever. Unless you find something better than the thing that you were doing or eating before, and then you're like, why would I do that anyway? And I have seen that happen with DML quite a lot, where people are like, I'm just gonna go and play The Witcher. And then they're like, why would I ever play DML again? And then they just never come back. So that is also a possibility. But, I mean, if you actually like the game, and you take a break, you're gonna come back anyway, right? If you take a break, and then you just go and do other stuff, you probably didn't like the game anyway, so you're probably gonna leave. Which is why, you know, people going, Quacks, when's the next DML video? Have you stopped doing DML? No! It's like, you do realise I've always played other games, like, all the time. A lot more often than DML. Just because I decided to upload some videos of different games for a change. Like, I'd play other games anyway, I just wouldn't upload them. But, like, with videos recently, I was like, hey, why not? I'm playing them anyway. So, hey, might as well just do all the games, right? I guess doing more games is better than doing no games. So, just take it like that. Don't worry, I've always said it. There will be more DML. As soon as something comes up that's actually important or could be noteworthy in DML, it will be addressed. Like, this game, I've dedicated too much time of my life to want to leave it at this point. So I think we're gonna die with DML, is the way to think about it. Like, we've been here since the first week of the game's release. I think we're gonna be here until the last week of the game's death. I think we have to at this point. It's like expected of us to do that at this point. I feel like I owe it to the game as well, because even though I've had my very big problems with the game over time, I think I still appreciate what we've gotten out of this game. You know, the community, being able to teach other people, having fun with one another, learning the game as a whole. Like, just think about how different this game used to be. But anyway, I'm going to use my last 3 instant win tickets on these 3 fights over here. And, speaking of which, we have quite a lot of food now. We have, like, half of what we need. So, I don't know. I think we might probably end up leveling up Saney for the sake of enchantment stuff. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, he is at 4 stars already, so it would be a lot easier to just level him up, right? Although legendaries are a pain to enchant still. Oh well. So for now, like I said, best of luck breeding a gobbler dragon and whatever else you're breeding. But this guy is going to be a little bit of a tedious little birdie. So we're going to try our best. So thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, I will see you then.